Yes, yes, yes. The game's over, bro. Yo, the game is over, man. Let this bitch get to about 30 seconds and I'll start talking because I don't want to cut my shit off. But yeah, I just got this notification on my phone of a new academics post. And so I go and I pull this shit up. And I end up coming across the information that this nigga Tekashi just extended his contract with his record label for $10 million apparently. I told y'all niggas, I told y'all niggas this was gonna fuck the game up, bro. And it's gonna fuck the game up in ways that won't affect me because fuck, I haven't been there from before, right? When I get there, everything's gonna be a lot different than it was before. I guarantee you that. Motherfucker, crazy, reckless talking on the phones. Uh, I'm betting that street activity and you know street related energy gets dialed down a whole lot, bro. Within the next couple of years, it's gonna get dialed down a whole lot. Like this is gonna change shit. I just feel like it's gonna change shit in such a weird way, bro. Like I guess that could be good, right? That the energy dials down a little bit because we've had some close calls where we've almost lost people or we have lost people in the past couple of years to gun violence and all types of shit. And it's crazy because niggas are rich, bro. Niggas are broke millionaires. You get what I'm saying? Like niggas are poor millionaires. Broke is a temporary condition. Poor is a state of mind. If you're poor, you will forever be poor. You ain't never gonna be nothing more than poor. Unless you retrain yourself how to be wealthy mentally. You know what I'm saying? I am currently broke. I'm not poor. I'm wealthy. My mind functions like a millionaire's. The way that I think, the way that I move, the conviction that I move with tells you that I believe in myself, that I feel like I have value, that I'm worth something. These niggas been out here. Some of them were making money before the industry. You know, some of them weren't. And of the people who were making money, some of them were good at staying under the radar, some of them weren't. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your mentality. Some people value, I don't know, like a temporary a permanent solution for a temporary problem that I don't know, bro. I'm not even gonna comment on those things. But the fact remains that there are people out there right now making millions of dollars off of nothing, off of off of shit that ain't got nothing to do with the streets, that have still carried over these mentalities from their street life. And I'm not saying to let go of the morals and the principles. There's lots of morals and principles that if you follow, uh, you know, if you follow the rules of the street, are in principle um, good characteristics, good character traits to possess. You know, keeping it 100, being loyal, um, all that good shit. These are good things to. These are good things to have. These are good things to believe. But unfortunately, with the streets do come some other ignorant ass principles. You know what I mean? And it's been putting artists at risk. It's been putting artists in danger. And it's been putting people in positions where, you know, they can't move around freely. Street elements in that city or whatever the case feel like they've been attended to. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just a lot of like real street authentic activities that are still taking place that I feel like are gonna get washed out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even so much the act of the snitching that is gonna cause the problem. It's the it's the fact that boy is gonna be able to do that, come back to a record deal, probably tour the world, probably outsell everybody making records right now, including Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's probably gonna do that, and the world won't give a fuck. I won't. I don't really fuck with his music to begin with, but I just don't give a shit about any of that street shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care who's snitching on who. That's why the fuck I'm out the streets, bro, because I don't want to have to deal with that shit. I like to consider myself a person of honor and integrity. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I try and be as, I try and be as honorable and as full of integrity for to my own code as possible. So when I was playing with the streets and shit, like I knew like whatever happened, I was gonna eat it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've been in several situations where, police had threatened they were gonna give me time, extra time, all this. I was scared just like everybody else. Like, fuck, bro. Like, I'm really gonna have to go do like fucking 7, 10 years, whatever the fuck they're. Fuck, man. My life's over. That's all I thought. I didn't think, fuck, how do I get out of this? Who could I tell on? I was just like, yo, my life's over. That's it. That's it. It's a wrap. I'm gonna go do this for whatever. Fuck. 7, maybe get off in around 10 years old or some shit like that. Um, I'm never gonna be able to leave the country again. Uh, I'm just gonna be stuck here. Stuck here. I'm not gonna be able to move, do what I need to do. That was it. So when I beat that charge, let me just be real. When God beat that charge for me, because there was nothing on the planet Earth that could have, you know, got me out of that situation except for God. That being said, um, you know what I mean? That's why I got the fuck out. Cause like I wanted to, like, when I was in it, I wanted to live it to the fullest. Like I wanted to be the highest standard of it. Like, you know what I mean? I want it to be like somebody that other cats in the street could look up to and like admire the character, right? And I looked up to people who have those characteristics in the street, despite our differences. I believe those people are um, strong, upstanding members of that community, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They are the ideal, like the height of of uh of integrity of what a street nigga should be. At least in Toronto, bro. You know what I mean? The people who I looked up to, the people who I ran with, that's what it was. And that's who they are to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just honorable individuals. How they feel about me is completely separate. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm able to separate my emotions from like truth and reality, right? So uh, it is what it is. Those guys are 100% honorable, right? Um, and that's why I like I said I got the fuck out because it's like, man, you end up being in situations, bro, and it's like niggas will take it anywhere, and if you ain't got the fucking, if you ain't got the means to take it there with them, um, don't fuck with them, bro. Don't fuck with them. I remember at one time, I had a situation where, you know, I ended up losing something I had borrowed from somebody. I mean, I could get into details, but basically lost something I had borrowed from somebody. And yo, this person, it wasn't even that serious, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, like the thing was worth like 400 or 500 bucks, right? But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it back to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were there with me that night. I was drunk. You were drunk. We both fucking got lost in the middle of the fucking night. I disappeared. You disappeared. When I woke up, first thing I did was call you, be like, where the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers knew, you know what I'm saying? Fucking gave me something to hold for them. I fucking passed out somewhere. I woke up like literally in a ditch the next day, and I was just like, yo, this is fucked up. Couldn't find it, whatever the case may be. All right. But this person, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't that serious. They could have waited a little bit, get their money back, whatever the case may be. But they took it to the extreme. You know, they gone. They said, "Fuck my kids, fuck the girl who I was with at the time." It was just like all gas, like no brakes. Like I was like, and like I said, it was something so small that it didn't have to go there. It was like, okay, I understand. There's more behind it than this, right? Like there was like, I realized that there was like a kind of a jealousy aspect, and I tried to play the 48 laws of power correctly. So like, you know, it was like never outshine the master, right? I was working with him on some other shit. You know what I mean? That's why I was always around him. I was working with him on some other shit. And like shit that had nothing to do with what I lost, right? But he just went 0 to 100 on me, and it was just like shit. I was like, fuck. Now I'm stuck, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, now I gotta handle this shit myself. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta deal with this however I gotta deal with it. But that's when I made the decision to get out of the streets because I had made a couple calls because the way you're talking like you're coming from my family, bro. Like you have intentions on hurting me, my family, anybody around that loves them or whatever. You know, anybody around that I love. It sounds like you're ready to go at them. So I took it seriously. I went to look for what I went to look for from the people who I considered friends, and nobody had nothing for me. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, yo, bro, my family's life is in danger right now. Y'all, like, I don't got what I need to protect them. I'm asking you for help. Give me what I need to protect them. I'm not asking you to go protect me. I'm asking you to give me what I need to protect them. And nobody had nothing for me. And so at that point, I just decided, bro, like, this isn't what I want. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. And I just made the decision at that point. I told him, yo, bro, look, you come at me, we're good. When you catch me, you catch me. You hear me? But take my family's name out of your mouth, bro. There's nothing about this situation that needs to go that far. If you talk about my family again, I'm turning 6'9". I'm not. I was just honest. I told his OG as well. I told his OG straight up, like, bro, I tried to look for a way to make sure that I'm good out here. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I was too upfront, too honest. These aren't things you should be telling people that you potentially might have problems with. I told him though, like, straight up, bro. I I have no way of protecting my family because I looked. I wouldn't go to this normally. You know what I mean? I told your boy the same thing I'm gonna tell you. If he directs his energy strictly towards me, we don't got no problems. When he catches me, he catches me. If you don't knock me off, that's cool. Trust me, when the police come to the fucking hospital, ask me questions, there's gonna be nothing. I'm gonna just keep pushing on with my life until he actually catches me. You know what I'm saying? Because just that's just who I am, bro. Like, like I said, when I had gotten to an altercation and the niggas have fucking, I ended up getting fucked up, you know, broken bones, all that type of shit, pistol whip. Um, Literally 2 seconds after the altercation, I got up. I was walking for maybe 15 seconds, and a police cruiser pulled up. Like somebody had called the police while the altercation was going. And I got up, and they said, "Yo, what's happening? Who did this to you?" I said, "Oh, I fell down. I'm drunk." Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying this to try and make myself seem like a big bad guy. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm a dumbass. I have no obligations to live to these rules, to live by these codes. But I just chose to because, like, I find it honorable that if a person makes a decision, that they live by that decision. Whatever happens, you live by that decision. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've just, you know what I mean, and I that's one thing. Like, you know what I mean. I always admired that no woman, no kids rule. Like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's the streets. Like, you know what I mean. That's moving with honor. If you're in the streets and you live by a no woman, no kids rule, then you're like, you know what I mean? Then you're living by some official street rules. But if you're like, yo, anybody could get it for whatever reason, and you're just a savage, bro. I don't consider you. I don't respect you. I don't, you know what I mean? At that point, we're in two different categories. I'm not fucking with you. Like, you feel me? And I realized that those two paths are inseparable. Because niggas who have a code that will not fuck with women or kids will still fuck with niggas who will fuck with women or kids. Like, they might be like, yo, dog, you fucked up, bro. I don't think you should do that, my nigga. Like, leave that shit alone. But if that nigga goes and does something, shoots up the crib, hits the kid, whatever the case may be, niggas are still gonna fuck with him because he's a killer. And just once I realized stuff like this, bro, like the rules, there's no honor. I was like, yo, I'm out, bro. I could deal with it if there's a code. I could deal with it if there's honor. I could deal with it if niggas are authentic. Like niggas will take care of your family when you're gone. If niggas will hold you down if you drop out the game, like you know what I'm saying? And drop out. I don't know if if it's a slang out here, but drop out is just like when you pass away. Like you know what I'm saying? If you pass away, knowing that your people are gonna take care of you, your family. You know what I'm saying? I've seen so many situations where people just only go to jail and like this just forgotten. But like I said, this is gonna change the game. It's gonna change it in a major way. Cause you know, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of this bravado and a lot of this puffing up your chest is gonna have to come to an end. And I don't know how to feel about it. The bravado, the puffing up your chest is kind of part of hip hop. And but it should be, and it should not be able, and it should be able to just stay at that, just talking. Like you know what I mean? It's like with battle rap. Like you know what I mean? Niggas bark in each other's faces all day and shit. Don't nobody get shot. You know what I'm saying? It's the most aggressive type of rap music there is, and look how you get a couple fights here and there, but people ain't shooting each other. Like shoot the fair one, bro. Why people go straight to guns, bro? I don't understand it. Anyhow, like I said, I don't know how it's gonna feel, but it might end up being a good thing for hip hop. It might. Am I fucked up for saying that? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm thinking that it may be. Maybe now that people know that, there's people inside of the industry. Because like I said, once it's not even the snitching, it's the condoning of the snitching. Like him coming back to a full record deal to have a full thriving career is what's gonna kind of fuck it up. Because all of these niggas who you can tell aren't about that life, bro, they're still around all you niggas who are about that life. You know what I mean? I don't know if Lil Pump is or whatever, but I'm just using him as an example. Like Tekashi, Lil Pump, and like Lil Xan or whatever the fuck his name is Xanax. What the fuck is his name? I don't know. But niggas like that, like they're gonna be around you niggas. Now if you guys are doing anything half fucked up and one of these niggas gets in trouble, bro, it's a wrap for you. I don't know if the streets are still gonna apply it. And the streets are gonna do what they do, bro. So they're probably still gonna try and apply pressure to artists coming through. Apply, you know what I mean? Still trying. Niggas are still gonna be trying to sell fucking pounds of weed from the tour bus and shit until like you know what I mean? You have like 4 or 5 raids in the year, half the game's missing, and then you realize, oh shit, these niggas just been building a case for the past 5 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, these niggas are really honest now. And then once you realize that, it's gonna be too late because like half the game's gonna be missing. They're gonna have to sign like 30, 40 new niggas in a year. The game's gonna be half empty, bro. Like niggas are gonna get swept up. The niggas who told on them are still gonna be fucking around, and they're gonna be making more money than ever, and they're gonna be in public for it. So I think this is kind of, it seemed like street music was making a comeback with niggas like Meek Mill, and Meek Mill really been the voice of the streets for undisputable voice of the streets for I don't know how long now. Like just what I mean, as in a well-rounded individual. You know what I'm saying? There's people who do street music but they only talk about the wins. They don't ever talk about the losses. They don't give a realistic depiction of what the streets are. You know what I mean? So when I say he is a, you know, the ideal street rapper is, I mean, he's a full, well-rounded. He talks about the losses and he talks about the wins and he talks about the full gamut, the full idea of the game, so that people listening can learn something. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know, but I feel like that that aggression is go right back down after it. It's gonna take a while. The niggas is still gonna be on that I don't give a fuck shit until the next nigga gets hit with 172 years, because it's a lot of niggas that, like, you know what I mean, that are still very much from the street and very much very still close to the struggle in their minds, like, you know what I mean. Niggas like T Grizzly, like NBA YoungBoy, like what's my other guy from Louisiana, Kevin Gates. These are niggas that could go away at any time for being pressed the wrong way, bro. Because they don't take no, like, they don't take no, and they're not half stepping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas step in a half step, and it's not like they're not taking it up a half notch. They going all the way, just cranking it to the end. You feel me? So it will take a while. It'll take a couple of these niggas getting 180 years and shit, like, off the bat, and then things will start to cool down, and the game is gonna be completely different. And I think we're gonna see a massive um, fuck. I'm trying to think of the words, but I don't have them right now. But you're gonna see you're gonna see a massive demographic change within hip hop, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And you guys figure it out. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be huge demographic change. But that's it, man. I don't got shit else to say, but take care of y'all. It's your boy Sense. F me forever.